Good morning, everyone, and happy Friday. It is Julie here with your TipRanks pre-market morning update, where we're bringing you everything you need to know before the market opens. So let's get into it. Alright guys, welcome back and thank you all so much for being here. We've made it to the end of a very turbulent week. Of course, this morning we'll be taking a look at exciting stock market news, notable earnings reports, and the morning's biggest gainers and losers. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and that you're subscribed to the channel as well. Now let's get right into this morning's exciting stock market news. Markets remain volatile following the Russian invasion of the Ukraine. President Joe Biden announced he'll be imposing sweeping sanctions against Russia that include freezing every single asset that they have in America. U.S. stock futures are currently in the red, with the Dow futures being down 0.51%, S&P 500 futures down 0.42%, and NASDAQ futures down 0.34%. Chevron has signed an agreement to partner up with the Iwatani Corporation to develop 30 hydrogen fueling sites in California by 2026. Chevron will fund the construction of the sites that are likely to be situated at Chevron-branded retail locations across the state. Iwatani, on the other hand, will operate and maintain the hydrogen fueling sites and provide hydrogen supply and transportation logistics services. Initially, the stations will cater to light-duty vehicles, while the companies expect to develop the flexibility to serve heavy-duty vehicles in the long term. The Chevron stock is currently rated a strong buy with an average upside of 5%. The board of multinational semiconductor company Advanced Micro Devices, or AMD, has approved a new share buyback plan of up to $8 billion. This is in addition to the $4 billion share buyback plan that the company announced in May of last year. Out of that $4 billion, AMD has repurchased common shares worth around $3 billion. The CEO and chairperson said that we're pleased to expand our share repurchase program based on the strength of our balance sheet and expectations for future free cash flow generation. Their stock is currently rated a moderate buy with an average upside of 32%. Online car retailer Carvana has signed an agreement to acquire the U.S. physical auction business of wholesale vehicle auction solutions provider ADESA for $2.2 billion in cash. ADESA has 56 sites and a team of 4,500 employees. Last year, they facilitated over 1 million transactions, totaling around 6.5 million square feet of buildings on more than 4,000 acres of land. Commenting on the deal, the CEO of Carvana said that together with Carvana's existing operations, ADESA's U.S.'s nationwide infrastructure network and robust, highly profitable business will accelerate Carvana's progress towards becoming the largest and most profitable automotive retailer. The Carvana stock is currently rated a moderate buy with an average upside of 111%. Now moving over to notable earnings reports. In the pre-market this morning, we'll be hearing from Foot Locker, Li Auto, and Ocugen, while the after hours remains quite quiet. Last night, we heard from cryptocurrency platform Coinbase, who came in with better than expected results for their fourth quarter. Coinbase reported quarterly revenues of $2.5 billion, which denotes a significant jump from the prior year's figure of $585 million and easily surpassed the estimates of $1.89 billion. Their earnings per share rose to $3.32 from just 66 cents per share last year and surpassed the analyst estimates of $1.80 per share. Analysts rate the Coinbase stock a strong buy with an average upside of 86%. We also heard from Beyond Meat, who did come out with disappointing results for their fourth quarter and even released guidance that fell short of analyst expectations. They reported revenues of $100.68 million, which fell 1.2% year-over-year and missed the analyst estimates of $101.36 million. The fall in revenue was primarily due to a 19.5% decrease in U.S. retail channel net revenues. Their Q4 net loss came in at $1.27 per share, which was wider than the prior year's loss of 40 cents per share and wider than the analyst expected loss of 71 cents per share. The Beyond Meat stock is currently rated a hold with an upside of 29%. Digital payments provider Block, or the company formerly known as Square, came out with robust results for their fourth quarter, beating on both earnings and revenue estimates. Their adjusted earnings stood at 27 cents per share, which was 2 cents higher than analyst estimates, but did come in lower than the previous year's earnings of 32 cents per share. Their net revenue came in at $4.08 billion, growing 29% year-over-year and beating analyst estimates of $4.06 billion. Their stock is currently rated a strong buy with an average upside potential of 119%. And lastly, we heard from Etsy, who also came in with strong results for their fourth quarter. Etsy recorded quarterly revenues of $717.1 million, which was up over 16% year-over-year and outpaced analyst estimates of $684 million. Their quarterly earnings per share of $1.11 rose nearly 3% year-over-year and easily surpassed the consensus estimates of 78 cents per share. The Etsy stock is currently rated a strong buy by analysts with an average upside potential of 67%. Now let's see which stocks are this morning's biggest gainers and losers. Our biggest gainers this morning are led by Farfetch. Their stock is up following their Q4 earnings report. Under the ticker FTCH, they're currently up nearly 30%. Also up following their earnings report is Open Lending under the ticker LPRO. They're up 17.9%. And Etsy, also following their earnings, up over 16% under the ticker ETSY. Our biggest losers this morning are led by Foot Locker, whose earnings report came out while I was filming. Under the ticker FL, the stock is currently down nearly 18%. They're followed by Kazoo under the ticker CZOO. The stock is down nearly 13% on no distinct news. And Scalar under the ticker ZS. They're down over 12% following their earnings report. So that is going to be everything for Friday's pre-market morning update, getting you up to speed with what you need to know before that opening bell. If you made it to the end of today's video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and say good morning in the comments down below. I always appreciate hearing from you guys. We'll be sending lots of prayers and wishes to those affected in Ukraine this weekend. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you back here next time.